a reliable source of news, and not only do that, but you also project that all of the other mainstream news sources are either fake or they're trying to undermine you, and then you go ahead and then you present either bunk data or bias data, and you realize that a majority of a certain populace watches you, and then you are also caught actively going out and saying, no, this isn't just an accident, we are actively trying to
Okay, but
undermine
you didn't
people's
even let me.
understanding.
I told you there are, and were like many new reasons why Republicans believed 2020 elections were stolen, quote unquote. January 6th solidified Biden as president, right? And so there's no question about who is supposed to be president. Biden.
I
January
would say
6th
the
solidified
election
that.
solidified Biden as president.
January 6th is the day that solidifies all presidents, because that's when the electors, they certified the whatever their
Oh, there you go.
stuff. Okay. Had Pence challenged the elector, like the totals, the elections may have been postponed. Democracy wouldn't have been subverted. Would have been postponed. Congress and the Senate. I mean, the two parts of Congress would have had to meet separately and decide on what to do about the electors, difference of the numbers, and then they would have came to another decision.
How long
Like
do you
a
think
few
it
days
takes
after
for
that.
courts to figure this out?
Not that well. In 2000, they figured it out with Bush and Gore. It took them like two.
That was completely different.
Actually, it was
So
very
they
like.
have managed to find out all of these like hundreds of millions of votes and their results.
No, and you should know that Bush won Florida, and in that court
But that's
decision,
one
the
state.
court
He was trying to
even
count
said
7 states.
they don't want to count some county
It's a little bit
votes. They were
different,
like,
right?
yeah, we're not counting these in. Meaning, there's a lot of room here that the states get to choose how to do elections that we're like also not really privy to. Like,
well,
of
course,
literally like we don't care about what this county
like for example, there are a lot of I know some friends of mine who are personally, at least anecdotally, I don't know. This is just anecdotally hearsay for me, but I know a friend of mine who lives in Texas, and he just moved down into Texas, and he was lamenting to me that his nearest polling station was fucking, I don't even know how many miles he said away it was. You know what I mean? And like, it's one of these I guess methods where in certain, I guess, demographics of where you would find, I don't know, maybe left-leaning neighborhood, Democratic-leaning neighborhoods in a red state, or red-leaning neighborhoods even in Democratic states, because we have in Massachusetts, we have the Mass GOP up here.
What did your friend say?
He's saying, it's basically saying, I don't have enough time to do whatever I do what I do during the day, go to work, take care of, my girlfriend, go get food, and also be able to, like, drive fucking 10, 20 miles down, wait in a line that goes across the street to poll in this polling place. And I feel like, I feel like that's almost on purpose, right?
The mail-ins, what do you...
You
he doesn't have
to
time to
apply for
vote?
an absentee.
Sorry, I'm very impatient.
I'm sorry?
Continue.
No, that's it. I just feel like I also don't know. I don't know. I know we do mail-in ballots here in Massachusetts. I don't exactly know the how mail-in ballots work in the other states.
You have to apply for an absentee ballot.
It's really easy. A dead man can do it.
I bet.
No, really, a dead guy can do it. We need a better system. What's wrong with saying that we need a better election system? I think that's... we can all agree on that.
Right now.
It's from the 1700s.
How would we improve it?
Yeah, what would you do?
We can't do electronic ballot, like voting on electronic polling, right?
We can't. That would be illegal, and we cannot even do that. No, we should stay away from thinking about it like that.
Wait, what do you mean?
No.
I don't think it's illegal. I just think it's not at a state where it's secure. Like that's very like it's very subject to like some cybersecurity concerns.
Yeah, there are definitely
we have our banks
concerns, but
holding all.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we had an election where
elections securely?
Can you imagine just a hypothetical where we have actual like electronic ballots that are stored on, I don't know, government servers, which is already a nightmare in and of itself because I've been in post office and other government facilities and they do not keep their shit up to date. Can you imagine if there was a hack, or even not even a hack, hack, some employee managed to lose some data or something like of a large number of votes, and that all those votes are out in the digital ether for anybody to
No, and
manipulate.
it's not the most dangerous thing in the world. Elections are
No.
not that big of a deal. Okay, your money in your bank is much more important than the trillions of dollars that are in the forex. These are also
Forex
systems that
exchanges, but,
require
like,
security, and they're fine. Okay,
yeah,
they're
like,
fine. They're
I mean,
more
it's all
important than
important, right?
elections. It's
If you
like
don't have
all
the
in
right
your
to vote
head,
for who
this
you want,
idea
who
that
cares?
like
I mean,
no,
there are
it
definitely
doesn't
ways
need
to secure it, like
the
with
security that you think it does.
yeah, like
The election?
also
Yes,
It
the
you,
needs,
election.
it
you
needs
don't even
security.
need you
What
don't
needs more
necessarily
security, the IRS tax system or election system?
Well, we could do that by funding the IRS more.
like
But
thing,
I'm just
but,
trying
like,
to
no,
help you
no.
understand. There's departments that have internet like us systems, and they're secure. They're fine.
Yeah, like
Why is
Yeah.
you only
election
need to secure it for like a
different?
week or so.
Hmm?
Like you only need to secure the election infrastructure for a week, and then you tear it down. Like
Right.
it's not online all the time. And like there are certain implementations like you could do with some sort of blockchain or something that could be interesting. But the hardest part about electronic elections is that it's hard to get old people to understand them.
True.
It's hard to get people to understand.
Old people.
Older
people.
people.
The booms.
Oh, fuck those people. They're so.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
dying. Like,
Okay, we can agree there.
Jesus,
But they're the only people who
The
vote. Though.
older people, we must have it
Young
this way.
people don't.
No.
Young people don't vote. Old people do.
I got a question.
Hey,
Are you against
I'm-
mail-in ballots?
Let them walk their asses over.
More
to
man,
the
you're not there
local
yet. Okay, calm down.
Yeah, we're not.
Like,
Are you against mail-in ballots? Did
anyway.
you say that earlier?
Also, when you're talking about when we talk about young voters, what is the demographic here? Like, am I a young voter at
imagine-
27? I
would
imagine
say
not.
30
right?
and
I
under.
imagine 18
Nah,
to
you're like-
You're
35.
still young. Don't sell
You're-
yourself short. You're
I
still
would say
young.
Yeah.
30. 30
You have,
and under.
you have
You're not
many
yet. You're not
years
that
ahead
young.
of you.
30 and
18
under.
to 35.
I would say
Okay.
30. That's pretty young. 30, 30.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Let's make them pay the young kid tax.
What?
Definitely
Young
have them vote.
kid
What the
tax?
fuck?
No.
Yeah, right. The old folks got to pay. They get all the free money.
Man, I should have taken a full-time job when I was 5 instead of going to grade school.
True.
Yes, bring child labor back. Hell yeah.
The children yearn for the mines.
Did anyone see like that news article?
Yeah, Minecraft is a
some
fucking
news article
propaganda.
brought up with like a criticism of Governor Walz's like child meal program, saying like that Governor Walz signed a bill to provide meals to
Food.
unemployed minors or something like that. That was how they spun it.
What? I
Yeah,
don't know. Anything I've read
Listen,
about
help
Tim
me,
Walz
those
was
little-
nice. I don't mind Tim Walz.
Unemployed minors? Can you elaborate?
That was
I
the
just had
title.
to point out
No.
that
So there's like I saw it. I don't remember where it was.
mail-in
It was
ballots
a
in
title of a
2016 when
news
Trump
article.
won. A lot of these states have 40, 50%.
that was saying
Wait,
like
was it
Governor
actual
Walz
news or
already.
signed bill.
Nobody
Can you
pays
make
It was-
that make
I-
sense to me?
I'm pretty
I'm
sure that
That's
was
what
retarded.
I was trying to
opinion.
make.
No, that's what I'm
All
saying.
these
It sounds
little red
dumb.
states
But I
like
was just
this.
like, they were trying to find a way to make him look bad. So he said, like,
Gotta get
so
there.
I guess they tried to do it by saying, oh, he signed a bill to provide meals to unemployed minors. Like, that's how they were going to
Instead
spin
of
it in a
school
bad way.
children.
Yes, exactly.
Unemployed minors. That's an interesting take. That's an interesting phrase.
So most
I'm surprised
minors.
they didn't utilize the trans.
What kind of minors? Like the minors with an E or an O? Like, what's happening?
Oh.
The ones, yeah.
A minor.
My no.
Dun, 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 dun.
The kind of minors that are off limits.
Have you guys ever used Power Automate?
What is that?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
It is a thing like a that Microsoft has that basically you could automate certain things that you do on your desktop. Like, let's say I want to copy and paste this link, I want to post it in another website, and I want to get like the summary of the bullet points. Then I want to take that, put it into a PowerPoint, and then make it into a slide.
No, I don't
That's
trust it.
rad.
That would be cool.
I'm not too familiar with it since I don't use Microsoft Windows as my OS.
Is this AI generated or AI powered?
No, it doesn't need
Power
to be.
Automate, it's Microsoft.
Oh, it has AI features.
I mean, it
I'm
has
pretty
like
sure
some
Windows now.
it has generative
Yeah.
AI features, but it doesn't
It w-
rely on AI. Like it's just simply grabbing text and manipulating it to according to a script or something.
You know, we're just signing it.
Are you guys ChatGPT bros?
For sure.
Who
Not really.
isn't? My mother loves ChatGPT. It's so weird.
I swear it's my therapist these days.
She gets all of her recipes from ChatGPT, and I'm like, my god.
I just use
mean-
it for D&D portraits, man.
DND? DND?
Dungeons and
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it's nerd shit.
I just don't think it's good enough yet.
It's
What do
pretty
you mean
good
good
so
enough?
far.
I was say,
It's not
yeah.
political. That's kind of annoying.
What?
And it's not that. It doesn't know like recent information.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
that's
don't
just
listen
a
to
true.
the answers
It
they
will.
give you.
That's just a fundamental flaw of these types of models.
ChatGPT is too submissive right now. It doesn't fight back.
Oh my
It's
god.
so
Wait, Vlad,
It doesn't
you
fight
want to
back.
bully
Let's
it,
go for Skynet. We need some Terminators in this bitch.
if you want to
are y'all
bully
not
it
using
into like
Claude?
agreeing with you, you can. You just have to be a little
Ask
bit
Rob
persistent.
Noah, right?
You can agree.
Well, the issue
Yo, when
with
it
Right.
AI
fights back, I'm bowing
uh,
down to my fucking internet overlords. Okay.
It's like,
Nice.
if you ask it how many R's strawberry has, and you decide no, it has 1 R, and you just like beat it into it, it'll be like, I'm sorry. Yes, it has 1
That's how
R.
I literally do it. I
You're the
literally
reason
tell
why
it
there's gonna be a
exactly
fucking
what
robot
to do.
rebellion.
If I see
Well,
it's getting too
no.
wordy, I say stop, 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 stop. Don't talk like that. Like,
Don't
You're
talk
also
like
reading
tell
that.
me in the least amount of words possible.
Explain it to
Sorry,
me
social
like I'm
gamer.
5, please.
ChatGPT is not going to be the Terminator ever, actually, since this type of model is not really.
It'll be like the
Intelligence.
father
So
of
you
the
think-
father of ChatGPT.
This is just the beginning, okay?
Yeah.
Once like more symbolic models are implemented instead of statistical models, that would definitely become a concern. But like all ChatGPT,
You see that fucking zoom in right there?
That's a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
yeah. Let's do it.
I love my zoom in. Okay, shut up.
It was great. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Those
I
are
can do
great.
social gamers.
I have a
Like,
I have a
how's
nice
your
little
vacuum?
I'm a nice little
Is that a Dyson, bro?
yes,
It is a Dyson, okay?
Righteous.
Stop.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
no,
Dyson's
that's
great.
righteous. Let's go. She sucks, bro.
She sucks. Okay, I used to have I used to live with I had like a long-term relationship with a girl who had 3 cats.
Oh my
I do not
god. Forget that
recommend
already.
dating any woman with 3 cats. Okay, 2 or
I-
1, 2 or 1.
Unless you get a Dyson or a shark. Just saying. Only two good.
I got cats. I'm
I
surrounded
love
in
kitties,
cats.
so
Yeah, right.
I'm opposite.
I have
can't
a
live without
main C
animals.
word. I can't say the word, but yeah, he sheds a lot.
Mm.
How do you wear black? How do you wear black clothing if you have so many cats?
I do it
This
every
is
day,
the
baby.
one cat,
Almost.
but it's enough. I got those rollers like for days.
Oh yeah, the rollers are nice.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
The limb rollers, yes.
I just cannot. Yeah. I just
What's
couldn't deal
everybody's
with-
thoughts on AI?
Yeah,
I'm not
how
too
long do you
worried
think we
about it.
have before they turn on us?
I see. I'm not too worried about it because I feel like this is all like technology that humans have always been doing forever. Like every time we get a better technology, humans are scared of it and think it's going to be the
I
end
think
of
you're
everything.
so based for that.
You know.
Yeah, I read somewhere that when
Well, wouldn't there be a
books
certain
came
point
out,
where they get smarter
they
than
were
this?
worried about people reading the small letters on a book on a page. They were like, "This could be very detrimental to health," and it's like books.
I mean,
Now we're
everything's gonna be
all
like
book going,
Neuralink in
but
due time, right? It's gonna have a fucking chip in your brain, man.
Can you imagine him a neural link and then AI's like, I'm taking you over.
I'd
It
love
could.
that.
I mean, maybe, but I don't
I'm
know.
That's
driving.
generation
Move
complete.
over.
I just believe that humans, like I said, we've always been scared of new shit, and I think it's just
Taking
our version of the new
control.
shit that we're
Like-
scared of, man. You know.
Buy the new discount Johnny Silverhand Neuralink chip. You won't regret it.
No. You
Oh
don't
my
want to be the
gosh.
first. That's the whole thing. You never want to be the first to anything. You wanna
That's
get, like,
true.
You want like the third generation.
Did you see? There was a
Yeah, but
video.
they're smart enough to hear
um,
that and like, yeah, we're gonna make it seem that way.
Right.
There was
I want
a
to be the first. I want to be the protocol.
right.
there was a video of the first couple of people who got Neuralink, and I think they were paraplegics.
And
And
it helped.
I don't remember much about the first fellow, but the second fellow, they showed a video and they showed his surgical scar and how he was able to control the mouse on his monitor using just his eye movements, and they were actively training him to try and I don't know, I guess get the program to coordinate with his brainwaves.
To read his words.
Basically,
Like,
yeah.
we pick up on words, which is nuts, by the way. that
It's
he could
ridiculous. It's
pick up on
crazy.
fucking
But again,
words.
we're in the
That's
beginning
crazy,
stages,
bro.
man. Like, think about like a
Does that
decade
mean it's
from
a
now.
frequency? What the fuck does that even
We
mean?
literally use light particles to make the internet, so it's not that crazy.
So what?
Right.
I
Words
love
are
my
also
light
light
box, bro.
particles?
Right.
Scary.
It's scary, but dude, I'm a big tech head, dude. I want the robot. I for one welcome our robot overlords. I am tired of my flesh suit. I want to go to
say that
space.
Have a robot
don't, murder
husband.
me.
It's more believable than
I'm
most
totally
gods
do
that we
robot
believe in, right?
husband.
Yes, there are
Exactly.
fucking AI
Yeah.
boyfriends and girlfriends out already,
based.
Lana. You know that, right?
Based, yeah, based. There we go.
Why not? If he treats me right,
Fuck it, right?
can't tell the difference.
He treats me right, dicks me down, we good.
We're already fucking robots, right?
Gave me
Fuck 'em.
everything I need.
We're fucked, guys. We're gonna become like we're gonna become
No, we
the,
gonna be fucking. It's not people.
we're gonna be we're gonna be those people in Wall-E in the spaceship in like fucking 100 years.
You know what's sad? That's probably really true.
Hey, man, they call it predictive programming, right?
Still on our way to Mars.
I'm hype though.
Hey,
like
man,
I'm
fuck
not
it.
going to be
Let's
one of
go.
the first colonists on
No.
Mars. Like the first colonists on Mars are going to be in hell, dude.
That or they're gonna be the rich people
Yeah,
getting away
like
from this
that.
fucking planet.
No,
Yeah,
they're gonna have to
there's
work first.
apparently already a waiting list to go to Mars.
Well, they just
But
did a
dude,
simulation of it actually, like a whole year long. They had like 6 astronauts sit in a warehouse, and it was a simulation of all Mars shit. And they had to figure
I
out how
watched
to
the
build.
Martian. I don't
It's
want to
fucking
Really?
pretty
that
dope.
much.
Actually, yeah. They just got out like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
I wouldn't be able to do it, man. Like you're like I read an article that explained it went into depth. Like it explained Mars generations in a hypothetical of like, okay, what happens in the first generation when we colonize Mars? We have like those, you know, the domes up, and they have, and you know, it's all inner atmosphere, and everything that I could read on it was like, yeah, the first couple of generations it's gonna suck. Like your bones are gonna crumble, or you fucking the radiation is going to give you super cancer. You're not gonna you're gonna miss pizza. But there's no internet connection.
Take into consideration.
I don't know,
the
man.
Mars
Super
monster.
cancer might be the Hulk, so I might do it.
What would you say, Lana?
Doesn't even take into consideration the Mars monsters.
Exactly. Well, no, the Mars
Aliens.
monsters would be great, dude. If I was if I was working in the Mars mines, like all Red Faction style for the last 30 years, and I was just mining red rocks, and I went up and I saw a red desert, and I went home with the red lights blaring and the red sun, and I was like, I gotta see something. If a monster crawled out from under there, I'd be like, fucking.
You just hear the clicking. You're like, oh,
just fucking take me, just eat me. I like.
After all that work, right?
It's just rocks, bro. Mars is great, but it's just rocks.
I think maybe we will then go on Mars if, like, we're all very determined, but we gotta pick up the science.
I'm
ET.
I'm obviously not astronaut material, but if in the hypothetical, if I
Well, I
were
could
to
see
be
you
given
totally
a choice,
being an astronaut.
if you put me in one of those centrifuge things, nah, bro, I'd check out. Be like, Big G.
Puke.
I'd check out. Big G.
got like vertigo issues. Okay, so
bro, I'm afraid of heights. If you like, there is no more afraid of heights than in space.
Yeah, but at least you float. You never actually go down.
Yeah, you won't fall.
Yeah, you
That's
never
the
fall.
thing.
You just float.
Yeah, they all
You'll
float
eventually go
down there,
somewhere.
yeah.
I
You guys
probably
seen
would.
First Man?
I probably would go take a visit to the moon though if we ever had a moon base. Like, absolutely, dude. I feel like I want to get that experience that Neil Armstrong explained when they interviewed him when he came back down, where he's like his entire perspective on the human species completely changed when he looked back on that pod, out that pod and onto the Earth. Like his brain
like
fucking
ants.
rewired. Yeah,
Then-
I'm like, I want that experience.
That would be dope.
Yeah, it's actually really amazing. Usually you can't see the mountain if you're standing on the mountain.
Exactly. It's actually kind of swamplandy over here. I hope we don't sink.
I just saw that movie First Man, which is about... I saw 2 movies. I saw one with Scarlett Johansson that is about faking the
Based.
movie... You what?
No, based. I'm just saying based.
Basic?
No,
Based.
based. I'm saying based.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And
Sorry, don't
Ben's
ignore
ears.
me.
Alana, I know
Kinda.
you're like shitting on. You're good. Don't worry.
Maybe.
What?
Forgot what I was saying as usual. I really need my fucking omega-3s.
You were watching two. You watched 2 movies.
Oh, 2 movies. Thank you. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Next one was ScarJo.
Astronaut movies. One was First Man, and the other one was Scarlett Johansson. Both were really, really good movies.
Wait, what was the ScarJo one? I don't remember.
It's kind of about the CIA hiring Scarlett Johansson to sell the idea of the moon because they were going to fake it, but then they decided not to fake it because they decided to really
Fly Me
do
to the
it.
Moon.
It's
Is that
really
it?
fun movie.
Is it Fly Me to the Moon? Is the name of the movie?
Something, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She's gorgeous as usual.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Scarlett Johansson.
And
Absolutely.
Channing Tatum?
She's like perfect.
I gotta watch more movies. I haven't watched a good movie in a while. All I've been doing is coming home from work. And
I've been
sleeping.
rewatching The Wire recently.
Hell yeah.
I just finished season 1.
I watched it 3 times already, so I agree with this.
Breaking Bad's my shit. I probably watch that once a year at least.
Breaking Bad's good, but I think The Wire is way
I
better.
gotta watch Breaking Bad. I tried to dedicate and sit down and watch The Walking Dead, but I felt like
No.
I
Nah,
looked at
That
all
show
of the.
sucks. After like 4 seasons.
I will
it's
say,
dumb.
like, the first few seasons of
Never
Walking
saw
Dead's
Breaking
good, but
Bad.
Yeah, about
Breaking
4
Bad
seasons.
throughout is a good show.
Yep.
Such a guy's show.
Which one?
Breaking Bad.
Maybe.
It's
Yes,
like
we gotta
so-
cook.
I don't disagree with it. I don't think it's. I don't know. I would say it was a guy show
This is
though.
a drug lord.
You've never wanted to
show.
cook,
no
Lana?
gossip juiciness to it, you know?
You ever wanted to cook meth, Lana?
I will say though, Better Call Saul, in my opinion, was better than Breaking
It
Bad.
could be. It's fucking great too. I don't know. It's a toss up.
Better Call Saul is really funny. I
It
didn't
is funny.
watch the whole thing, but he's a good actor. He's really
He's
funny.
a very good
Hello?
actor.
Yeah, he's a comic actor
You have
actually.
reached the office of. She's like so.
Jimmy McGill.
But definitely watch them both, okay?
Yeah.
Doggo.
You need to
We'll
watch
watch
Better
them
Call
both.
Saul and
Oh,
Breaking
yeah.
Bad.
Yep.
Totally.
You know what?
And
Nobody
the
ever mentions
Wire.
anymore.
Before
Ozark.
you watch both of those, watch The Wire.
I feel like Ozark came and went, but it was so good while it lasted.
What was it, like
Ozark
3
was
seasons,
also very
4 seasons?
I haven't been able to get into Ozark. I could not get past the first episode
But
for
did you
some
watch
reason.
it? But did you watch a few episodes of it?
No, I couldn't get past the first episode, so that's why my opinion maybe is not good on it. But yeah, I just couldn't
You
get into
probably
it.
won't be able to put it down after like watching an episode or two. And I usually stop. I usually have no commitment to these shows. I tried Breaking. What is it called?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking the badness. Yes.
Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul.
Oh my god.
Game of Thrones took a shit at the end.
Peaky
That's the problem with that one.
Blinders.
Breaking Bad took a shit after season. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry. Game of Thrones took a shit after season 6.
Yeah, I would say season 5 was like the last good one. Yeah.
Hey, we can buy
Never
a
saw
house in
that.
Japan for 129K for like a good sized house. It's crazy.
Yeah, but finding employment there and living there is pretty hard, from what I heard.
Yeah, I know.
What are we talking about?
Well, just
But you do get the same rights as Japanese citizens, even if you're not a Japanese citizen, for house buying a house.
So slight segue. I just felt like I'd ask now. What is the difference between these voice channels and the voice channels up below active now?
there is no the names do not matter.
Don't lie to him.
names
Oh
don't
my
matter,
god,
yeah.
they were.
It's not lying.
You into
The channel names do not matter.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
you need
channels do not
to
matter.
have synced
channel
information
names do
before you
not
go
matter.
into any of these rooms. You can't just.
No, you don't. Debate for means nothing. People's room means
Sometimes
nothing.
the
Game room
title,
means nothing.
sometimes one of the moderators will modify the channel and basically like say. Like,
No,
something
I know
like
these.
fucking
I know
around.
these channels. I meant the ones below these debate channels on active now. Like,
No, you're
what's
fine.
the deal?
Anywhere
What's
you
going
can
on in
make it.
here?
Surf
Like the
through.
game room?
I guess, yeah. Like those channels. I'm just wondering if
Sometimes
those are
people
any
find a
different.
channel, they get
No,
together,
no.
and they'll talk about something. It doesn't have to do with anything about gaming. It's just they
There
just.
you go.
It could.
I mean,
Not
sometimes
necessarily.
It
people
could,
will be
sure.
like, "Well, since
It's just
we're
people will
in
find a
the
topic and they'll talk
channel,"
about it and they stay in that channel. That's all it is.
Yep.
Oh,
some people might actually try to make.
And we have a
talk about it.
mandatory strip poker game every
Speaking of strip poker,
Every what, Lana? Can you finish
You
it?
couldn't finish it.
It's every Saturday, by the way, Lana. Jesus.
You
it's
first.
crazy. Y'all are crazy.
All right, well, I'm free.
Guys playing poker?
Season winner gets the crown. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh, fuck,
I'm
poker?
up $9,000. I'm up $9,000.
Oh, by the way, are Elon Musk and Grimes still married, or what's going on over there?
I have
I
no
thought they weren't.
fucking idea.
Did you know
I don't
Elon
personally
Musk
care.
used to be married to Heather, to Amber Heard?
What?
They were dating, I should say. Not
Oh, yeah,
married.
they were dating. He made her dress up like Mercy from Overwatch.
Yeah, he testified, didn't he?
And
Like,
even
the worst mistake of his life.
Elon realized that she was bad news.
He just did not want to.
This woman is crazy. He's like, nah,
Yeah, I mean, God, I could not imagine.
God damn it, Jonathan Majors. Why'd you fuck up so hard? Wait, no, that wasn't him. Johnny Depp. Fuck.
I cannot handle someone like Amber Heard, where she's like always playing victim and like, oh my god, tell the world, Johnny.
I watched that
tell the world."
entire fiasco, dude.
I will
wouldn't
say that
be able
Johnny
to
Depp is
last
not
a
like
minute.
innocent in this. He is
No.
also a
Yeah, they're both
fucking
fucking
degenerate.
weird.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that
No,
trial taught me
that's
anything.
not.
They're
So it's
weird.
not about. It's
Shitting
not
on the
about whether there were like if like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like who was more wrong. It was more just like Amber Heard was quite literally trying to defame
Damn.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, no,
in a way.
I understand and I agree. She did some fucked up shit. I'm just saying
Yeah.
he's not a good person either.
No,
but
she-
he did get fucked
Johnny
up.
Depp,
No,
I
but
wouldn't
she
say
was
he's
like, he
necessarily a
abused
bad
me.
He
person.
is a goddamn alcoholic.
He's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
not, that doesn't make
No,
him a
so
bad
is every other
person.
celebrity.
He's not
I-
okay.
Johnny Depp had his. I personally identify with Johnny Depp. Okay, he's actually kind of a cool dude, but
Well, everyone loves his character,
he's
right?
very
Yes,
troubled.
we
He's
love
very
him as an
troubled.
actor, but I'm sure like he
He's a
probably did some
dark-
dumb shit too.
Jack
But
Sparrow.
he's weird.
It's okay to understand he did
Johnny
dumb
Depp.
shit, and Amber Heard did worse shit. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no,
Did you
like,
guys see the
yeah,
video
I'll
of
agree with
them?
that. I'll just say that, like, as far as Johnny Depp goes, like, he definitely has a very troubled past, and it's like I think it's a little bit more understandable why he is the way he is, compared to Amber Heard, where it's just like, well, what the fuck happened to you?
I don't know her past, so I cannot like.
She
say
doesn't
yes or
really
no to
have.
that.
It's because you know why that people don't.
You
bring up
don't
her
have
past?
one to
Because-
know.
Because her past is irrelevant. It's like she's just that way.
Why is it irrelevant? It should be kind of relevant. We just don't know it.
Attracts crazy.
No, because she's just like narcissistic.
I don't like that.
I think they both.
Listen, I
are.
understand she did something bad. She did. I agree.
No.
You don't know her past to like judge her on it.
You don't
I
need
think-
to know her past because she's a narcissist. She literally plays the victim, and no, she plays what is it? I think it's like border. I think she's borderline. She's one either narcissistic or borderline because like that's just the way that she is. Where it's like the moment that you try to take like something away, like you try to tell her that like I'm going to leave you, she like all of a sudden starts being like no, you can't leave me.
You know that
To play a
song,
little
right?
bit of to play a little bit of devil's advocate, DT, regardless of the fact that if you think it might not matter, haven't you ever seen somebody like that and just wondered how the fuck have they gotten to this point? Because they didn't start here, certainly not.
Because they have no other choice at the same time. It's like they got
Because
here
some shit from their past.
by the grace of God. Well, okay, so first of all, we
Doesn't
all know
excuse
how
what they
Amber
did,
Heard-
but it's good to
yeah,
learn
it doesn't
from.
excuse. You know why how we know that Amber Heard got to where she is because she's hot.
Well, you're trying to say though that like Johnny
That's not
Depp's gone through
fair,
some
and
shit.
that's
You can
also,
say
You're,
that,
like,
and that
not
might
saying
be
the same
true,
about
but that's
her.
also kind of like, unless you have explicit proof of that, that's also just like, I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of rough.
It's also like two
I mean, like I'm
defective
just being
people getting
honest. It's
together.
like, how did she get?
So in
your
Hollywood,
question
she was
how
hot?
did she? Yeah, like how did she get to?
Do you
She
think
is
that's why
hot,
she got
though.
ahead in Hollywood?
Yeah,
'Cause
she
she's
is
hot?
hot, though.
She's
But she's not the
hot.
hottest girl in
Johnny-
Hollywood.
I mean,
No, not
Johnny
the
Depp's
hottest
pretty
girl.
hot too. Is probably how he got up there too.
He is hot too. Yes.
Johnny Depp wasn't that
No, he's
great
not.
looking. I don't know. I don't find him
No,
that great.
you don't
looking,
think
but-
he's
What?
hot? You think
What
Not
the
he's
attractive
fuck?
in an
average.
attractive way. He's a
He-
different.
He was
he's
a
got
pretty
enigma.
boy. What do you
He's
mean?
enigma.
Johnny Depp wasn't like okay, like he just plays the like this like the
Enigma.
stylish. He's like a style. He's not stylish, but he's like one of those like scene or what do you call him again?
Grungy.
Those
Moody.
grungy.
He's like,
Y'all,
he's like,
have y'all watched all the movies Johnny Depp?
Right. What about Blow? He's
Yes,
like
yes.
3 different characters in that fucking movie, like 3 different looks and everything. He looks good in every single one, right?
Willy Wonka goes hard.
What about that
Excuse me.
Las Vegas?
Fear and
Something in
Loathing?
Las Vegas. What was that movie? Fear and
Fear and
Loathing.
Loathing,
in
yes,
Las
sure.
Vegas. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
not
that
seen
movie.
Cry Baby? Like, what?
He's not exactly great looking. Okay, he looks good in
Who
fucking
cares about that?
Pirates of the
What do you mean,
Caribbean.
who cares about that?
What do you mean?
He's just
Who
whatever.
cares
When you
about how we look?
start? What?
What?
No, okay, so it matters because
Don
we have
Juan
the context.
DeMarco?
Okay?
Oh my
We were
lord,
talking
y'all
about-
motherfuckers don't watch
so-
these movies.
So you asked like, how do you think Amber Heard got to the way she, like, how did she get to where she is, right? And it's like I said, I think mainly because of her looks, and I think sometimes people find the whole like it's like endearing almost, like the way that they see these people, like they're so full of themselves and like they're so confident in the, like in the way that they act, that people would just be like, oh, that's just really confident. They're very based, and it's like. No, it's not like they don't have any reason to be that based. They're just based like that because they have no other way of like interpreting like what's going on around. Like they literally have to assume that they're like the best person in the world, or that they're never wrong. That's literally how they see the world. It's like, I'm never wrong. I'm always right.
Well, you should
Why
see
are you
yourself
red?
like you're the most base person in the world. I think everybody should
Huh?
see themselves like that.
I'm just saying, like, y'all, you understand when Johnny Depp also first came into acting, it's because he looked good. He's also a good actor. I'm not trying to deny that.
He is a great actor.
But there's a reason for it
Amber
too.
Heard, on the other hand, is a goddamn crap actor.
I'm not attracted to him personally, but I think is he a good
Yes,
actor?
dude.
He plays a
He's a
certain
great
character
actor. He's
very
a great
well.
actor. He's a
He
great
is a
actor.
good
He's a certain style actor that I appreciate in a certain genre, but not like my favorite actor.
He was able to do the Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is obviously like his biggest hit, I would say, as far as like recent.
I'll also,
like,
if we're talking like between the acting between Depp and Heard, yes, Depp is a better actor.
Yeah, I don't think Johnny Depp's a bad actor in general. I think he's actually.
No, he's a great actor.
I
I
never
think
thought
also probably he's a good character. He's a good guy. I think he's a good
I
guy.
don't know about that.
You know,
I don't know.
He's got issues.
I followed
and he's very well.
That's the thing with me. Like, oh, he's got issues, but no, he's got issues. That's all. That doesn't mean he's a good person or a bad.
I followed this guy that was like a prison YouTube genre kind of guy. Like he there's a whole like genre on YouTube for prison channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like this
I've
guy
been
that was
there.
like a prison. He was like one of these prison
Who,
genre
1090
videos.
Jake?
Not 1090 Jake. No, I'm not a huge fan of
Mighty
1090
Mouse?
Jake. No, not Mighty Mouse. I'm actually just a 23-in-1 kind of person. 23-in-1's pretty cool. And there was another guy that he mainly just like shared the stories that he made while he was like in prison. Like, in these stories that he makes are all like fiction, but they are very realistic, and they sound realistic, and they're all like about his like drug habits and like what he was doing, like that got him in prison, so like that. It's a very interesting guy. The guy actually died recently. I think he died last year. But yeah, he's dead now. But one thing that I remember was that when he was on 23-in-1, he talked about how he was about to meet Johnny Depp because Johnny Depp saw his works on YouTube. Johnny Depp wanted to meet the dude and literally gave him like all this he was like willing to like meet with a random ass dude on YouTube just because he thought his stories were cool. I'm like, hey, I find that very endearing. I like that about Johnny Depp. I think he's actually like he actually cares a lot about people who have gone through the same struggles.
Is
I
this
don't like
a
when people
glazed
do
Johnny
humble
Depp
brags.
fest?
I like Johnny Depp. That's all I'm saying.
I bet you love Keanu Reeves even more.
Yeah, I actually
I
know
love
that
Keanu
both-
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
I like Keanu Reeves, but
Amazing. He's
he is
so
not
humble.
the
He's
best
the
actor.
best.
He's
Oh
not
my
as good an actor that people give him credit
So-
for.
No, he's
And
really
I will
not
say
right
this
in
about
acting.
Keanu Reeves. I'll tell you this
He is
about
an
Keanu
okay
Reeves'
actor.
acting.
I agree.
So Keanu Reeves has a very specific genre that he's good at. He's good at the genres like The Matrix, where he's just like, why?
Yeah, he's like a typecast.
What?
Yes, a lot of one-liners.
Whoa.
He's like
Not
constantly-
I know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
All of his like line, yeah.
I can hear him
What are
say
you
that
talking
every
about?
day, all day. I don't care, man. Roasted to the last.
I mean, I
He's very good
love
at
the
playing
Matrix
this-
movies. I'm the same. Like,
He's very good at playing this stoic character that like seems to not care, but like deeply cares.
but people
where's
like
the-
overinflate his like
I
acting
am
capabilities. Like, bro, he's not.
hero
He's
journey.
okay.
No.
You know what? And he was
like
actually
3
pretty good in
movies.
Speed. I'll say that he was pretty good in Speed, even though Speed was kind of weird. I mean,
The
like,
first one.
Sandra Bullock carried that movie. But,
wait,
you
there
know.
was 2 Speeds.
Yeah, the second one's garbage.
Yes, there was.
Which one was? When did the second
It's
one
on a
come out? I
boat.
don't even know that.
Yeah,
What
They're on a
the
boat.
fuck? What the? Did it have
they're on a
fucking
boat,
Jack
man.
Daniels?
They
Did it have,
going fast, man.
Man.
Did they have Jack Daniels in that one
Why, it's
too?
called
Or go with
Speed.
Johnny Daniels?
It's called
Where's
Speed
Kermit?
2, sir.
Well, you know how there's what's the guy's name that is in Dumb and Dumber 2? Isn't his name Johnny Daniels or
Jeff Daniels. I
There's
think.
Jim Carrey
Jeff
and Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels
Yeah, I
was
think
he
it's
in
Jeff
Speed
Daniels.
2?
Johnny Depp.
No, it's
I'm
Sandra
pretty sure
Bullock again, I think.
Daniels died in Speed 1, or
No.
in the movie.
Oh, did he die?
Yeah,
I think so. He got killed by the villain.
I'm pretty sure. he
Yeah,
did,
that's
dude.
right. He got killed when he's like, oh, that watch. I remember that watch.
Yeah, he found out and got fucking murked.
And then he's just like, see, I knew you guys would figure this out. I was like,
Skeletor. Meh.
I will say John Wick 1, maybe 2 were pretty good too, but after that,
did I win, guys?
How do you guys still remember that from Robot Chicken?
I win. What'd you say?
Robot Chicken was the shit. I loved Robot Chicken.
yeah, Robot Chicken.
It was either awesome or
You guys
horrible.
realize that Speed came out in like 98?
Somebody just quoted
right?
Skeletor.
Sure.
Or 96. When did Speed 1 come out?
I'm guessing 95.
95, dude.
That's my guess.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's
And
older
didn't
than
it take?
me,
Didn't
brother.
Speed take
On
place in
1994.
94?
What state?
That was close.
What city did Speed take place in, or what
LA,
was it? Los
wasn't it?
Angeles.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Chicago?
I thought it was not
Yeah,
Chicago. I'm pretty
Chicago.
sure it was. Are you sure it was Chicago?
No, it
Because
was
I remember
Chicago.
I thought it was like.
I thought it. I thought the whole thing about
Because
like
in
the
one of the scenes you could
helicopters
see the
following
beam.
them.
In one of the
And they
scenes,
went-
you could see the beam.
The beam, but there was like a beam, and I thought like the interstates
No, the beam.
looked like
Like
the Los
you know, the
Angeles.
big
interstates.
giant beam.
What beam?
Yeah, no, it's in LA because
Yeah, the
that,
Chicago.
Yeah, it's in LA.
that last
beam.
part it's in the LA airport.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Mojave Airport?
didn't they
The
talked.
Los Angeles
I thought they
International
talked about
Airport.
how they needed they used going to, because like LAX is like a restricted airspace, so the helicopters couldn't follow them at one point. I was like,
Well, then what movie am I?
I don't know.
Yeah, film linkage includes Los
Need for
Angeles
Speed, that's
International
what you're
Airport.
thinking of.
The Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was LA because if you also think about it, yeah, the interstates were also similar to LA, and I remember when they had to make that jump on the fucking
bullshit
when they had to make that bullshit jump where it's like that would never fucking happen. They would just face planted right into the side of the fucking
right?
goddamn interstate.
That's the coolest things I like. Mythbusters
Everybody
and shit does.
get to the back of the bus. Get to the back of the bus.
Right,
Like, how is that gonna help you?
right. They never watch physics.
Like, wait, would that actually help, or is I'm just
Not at
talking
all.
out of my ass? Like that wouldn't like
Because you have
being
no
at
ramp.
the back
You,
of the
you would
bus.
need a ramp. You need something to actually get you like angled up.
I mean, doesn't it kind of act like a ramp when you have like a gap like that?
How about
I guess it's like kind of like semi.
you could probably
kind of,
test
I don't
it
know.
right now. It'd be really simple. Like just put a fucking cup on the side and just put all this stuff in the bag. I bet it falls forward eventually. If you keep pulling it further out, right? It's gonna fall forward. It's not
Well,
gonna...
I guess if it was top heavy, it would just nose plant. So I guess it is.
Talking
smart
about
to
your
follow
meat,
the-
or what are you talking about?
Yeah.
My meat, yes.
Beat the
What about
meat.
your mom? You know what? I'm going all in, guys. I'm going all in.
Do it up. Win the pot, baby.
I win, baby. I did win, sucker.
Where's Kermit?
Kermit left. He was like, "E.T., shut the fuck up," and everybody was just like, "No, let's talk to E.T." And then Lana left, which is like, oh, sweet Lana.
She's a Republican, so it's okay.
No, I honestly,
Does she come around here a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What I
she's
know
a
about
Republican.
Lana, she doesn't know how
Yeah.
to like weight her. She doesn't know like she's like, I don't know, like kind of autistic and like doesn't know how to like speak when not speaking.
She advocates so fucking hard for Trump. It's crazy. And I don't think she's autistic. She just drinks a lot, I think.
I
Based.
think she's autistic.
No, I don't think
I
so.
think she literally has a learning disability.
got
And
Trump.
even if she does, then that's fine. I have learning disabilities too. It doesn't make her dumb. But I will say that
You're
it's like, she
hating.
just needs to. It's like there are times where it's just like, can you not speak at this point? And she just speaks over everyone. It's like, come on. You know, like, usually that's like a sign of the tism.
Autism.
Yeah. Usually, if you really can't pick up on social cues, like, oh, hey, like, everybody has stopped talking, now I can start talking, and instead you just keep
That's
going
called
in,
being
doubling
drunk.
down.
People who are drunk don't
People
care
who
about all
drunk
that.
do that, but then people who are autistic also do that.
True, I borrowed them, dude. They
I
don't
mean,
ever shut the fuck up.
I know a
The
bunch of
issue
drunk.
with a lot of people, they get a big channel and they don't understand. She's fine in smaller channels. Like, a lot of people are fine in smaller channels because it's more like relatable, it's more personable.
It's more
But they get in big
one-on-one.
channels and they just fucking go insane. Yes.
I just don't understand how some people just like don't realize that they're being so obnoxious sometimes. It's like you're being like, by the way that you're talking, you're like literally you're making this room, this conversation.
People seem to realize something.
Like,
People are your
you know
friends.
who
They're trying to find something to fuck you over with.
You know, punching people, that guy that got banned, that was the perfect example of somebody that's just like, do you not read the room? Do you not care?
I'm pretty sure he was also on something.
Wait, what happened?
See, I
The
think
person's name is
you
punching
mix up
people.
That guy
I
was
think you
so
mix up
weird.
autism with people being drunk or inebriated in some way.
Well, no, when they're drunk and inebriated, that's fine. And like, yes, I get it. Like sometimes when people are drunk, they'll talk over because like they just can't really like realize that they're doing that because they're drunk or whatever.
I mean, I'm 3
but
beers in and I haven't done that.
If they're constantly
Not yet.
drinking, it's like you're
Right.
pretty much
I say as I do that.
you pretty much are autistic to me if you just keep coming in drunk and you're just like always talking over people. It's like, okay.
I think they just don't understand the dynamic of Discord, big server as well.
This is true because people
Or
who
they
don't
just
really
don't care.
talk on
Some people don't
Discord,
care like me.
there are a ton of people that don't realize it's like you can only have like one person talk at a time rather than like when you're in an in-person venue. It's like you can have multiple people talking and you can still have a conversation a lot of the time, but not in Discord. You can't do that.
Or they just don't care like me. Sometimes I'll talk to other people.
Or they just don't care, even though
that's like the opposite. We're trying to say, like in a real conversation, you're not going to talk over people. You listen. You listen to somebody else.
No, if you're in a
here,
venue,
you just want to speak.
So if you're like,
I think
for
it's all
instance,
subjective.
you're at like a Thanksgiving dinner, and like you have two people across the table talking to each other, then like two other people from on the opposite sides of the table also talking to each other. It's like you can all talk you can all talk to each other at the same time. It's not impossible, but like on Discord, you really can't do that. If everybody's in the same channel, you have to have one person talking.
I get that. I also think a lot of people, like, when they get in Discord, it doesn't feel as real to them.
You know what's funny? Isn't there a whole thing called Discord priority speaker mode that's supposed to solve that exact problem?
The mods have that.
Okay.
That would actually be. I'd say I was almost gonna say like, why can we have something like the talking sticker, like Conch and from like Lord of the Flies?
It cannot work. It cannot work in here. It cannot.
I don't think.
Hey, the priority speaker only makes you louder. That's it. It doesn't really do much.
No, it damages everyone else's voices too.
Really?
Like when they speak, everyone else is like, their volume gets dropped.
Yep.
I already know.
Everybody talks so fucking loud. I can never tell anyway. So.
Well, I mean, I get that too. I get that too. Like someone will get a word in, and like I'll be like, oh man, I gotta say my piece. I gotta tell you, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's the issue when it comes to Discord. Is
this the guy
and a lot of people don't understand. Like, they don't know when they can like interject, put their voice in, so they interrupt instead.
It sucks when two different people jump at the same time too. You don't know who's
This guy literally wins. I have a king of fucking spades. He has the ace of spades. That was the only card that could have beat me.
I'll say it's tough as well to like find a point to speak.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people have ADHD.
Oh yeah, I got ADHD.
I probably
and like as well as also baked in, there are also clicks in here. There's definitely 100% true. There are also people who are more favored than others. 100% true as well.
Yeah, I don't appreciate how the server like people's like will.
But that's just how the world works, man. Like
no.
It really is.
It's see the thing is, but there are certain groups of people where it's just like they really back up each other, and especially if you're like new to the server, it's like you don't know who's like you don't know if maybe they're just like maybe they're just like also.
Yes, it's a tough learning environment for them.
Yeah, that's why you just gotta get your feet wet and jump in, brother bear. My
like
first
like for instance,
month here, I got
there,
banned like 3 times for
there were
interrupting.
yeah, no, I mean, free. Yeah, I know. Like, kicked me out a few times just because he's like, you're making weird sounds. I was like, okay, fair enough. But I was gonna say, it's just like I think that sometimes it's just like I remember one of the first few times that I tried to even talk, somebody was just like, "Who are you? Who are you?" And it's like,
yeah, that's exactly.
Are you telling me that I can't speak because you don't know me? Like, I don't get me that. Like, I could just be a new. Like, I'm a new like person to the server. I just
Also,
literally joined. You can't just
it's
tell me
also
I
how you
can't speak
react.
because I'm new.
Oh, it's how you react. You know, like if
And
you
that's
just
also
like
big
get
thing.
mad, if you get mad and argue with them for telling you you can't speak because you're new, you just do it anyways.
This is like
That's what
my
I did,
third
and
time
I
being
got
on the
banned.
server, and every time I come in, I usually just ask like, "Hey, can I jump in quick?" And if people say yeah, then I
And
jump in. If I don't, they say like, "Hold the fuck
Literally
on,"
what
they're
I've been
arguing, then I
doing.
go, "All right, I'll sit the
Nah,
fuck
you
back."
just
You
gotta
know?
do it, bro. You just gotta do it and
Man,
not give a fuck.
there have definitely
You
been
gotta not
times
give
where
a
I'm.
fuck. You gotta
I
get some
remember.
alts.
Sometimes,
I
I mean,
remember when
usually
I
it only takes like a
first.
minute or so, but so it's not been a big
I
deal.
remember.
But
Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
You gotta
remember.
EG.
get
Also,
some
okay.
alts.
So
some
the reason
cojones.
why people will generally they can't stand just not being able to speak what right when they want to speak because they'll lose that thought that they have.
Well, yeah, the
I
conversation
especially have
keeps
this
going.
issue. Yeah,
I won't say
I
lose the
always
thought
lose
for
that
some of these
thought.
people. They just they think they need to be heard because they got something important to say.
They need
You're
it. They
right.
need something like
For me,
Microsoft Teams where you could raise your hand.
Yeah. So what
That's
I've
that would
been
be
doing
nice.
honestly
That
is
would be
I'll post
great.
things in the chat, like articles and stuff. Like we'll be talking about something. If I can't jump in, I'm like, well, this is what I was gonna tell you. Like here's the article. Like I was gonna tell you about this kind of thing. You know. So
And everybody just scrolls past it.
If there was like a moderate like if we were in like an actual debate where there was a moderator involved, I think the whole like Microsoft Teams like hand raising thing would actually be a pretty good thing to have because it's just like the moderator could see it or they could ignore it, which would probably
Well,
Generally,
that's
matter.
a
We're actually
they
talking about
have
debate, sure,
they
but
they
it's
have
it's a
the
public
thing
thing.
called
And
the
I don't think it'll
stage. Well, they already
because there
have
are
something
definitely
called the
times where I
stage.
can't even get a
Hold on,
word
let me get
in when
this
we're
out.
having an actual debate.
Wait, let me tell you something. They have a channel, like a subject on here, which is called like stage, and it's kind of like
Yeah, you mean
Microsoft
the
Teams.
event stage?
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's a little bit more difficult to like manage.
Yeah, there's
No, I
only a
think
few
it's
people that
way
need.
easier to manage.
The event thing is way more controlled, and it's just like there's going to be two people debating and no one else can talk, so it's just like it's way more controlled, and usually it is more productive as far as like was that actually a good debate or was that was that just dumb? It's like you'll actually have people give good feedback. I like that venue, but the thing is only two people can talk or only three people can talk, so it's like if you really want to put your 2 cents in, all you can try to do is just go in the chat channel, and even in the chat channel you can't
I'm gonna go to game room 2 to talk shit about.
All right.
Maybe you should just start your own server. Invite all these people there, so that way you
Yeah,
can.
that wouldn't work. I've tried. Not to say that I haven't tried. I actually haven't actually tried, but like, let's just say like I know that if I made my own server, people would be like, "Who's gonna go to the loser server?" Oh my god, it's like the loser server. Okay, well then I just guess I'm gonna try.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, brother bear.
Look, I already tried it. I already kind of somewhat tried it, and I kind of figured out like, oh no, it's gonna like want to come to my channel because it's like only unless you have like a good solid group of people that would follow.
All right,
you
they're
or
playing for
actually-
Descendant. I don't care.
So Nephrite, do you think that if I made my own server, people would come? Because I feel like no one would.
Fuck no.
Not right away.
I feel like people would just make
Okay,
fun of it. They'd be like, "Come on, dude, why'd you make your own server?"
I will say yes. A lot of people make fun of it. Your reputation here is not as best as should be. Like, it's just being honest. Like, I like you, but a lot of people have. Well, I'm being honest. Like, I'm not going to lie to you.
Hey,
Well,
if it's
I
any
have a very bad
consolation,
opinion about you.
Hey,
if it's
I've
any
done this
consolation,
before.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
you go ahead.
Okay, thank you. If it's any consolation, I'm new here and I have no idea who you are, so I have no opinion one way or the other.
Yes, that's a good demographic for you to start your own server. Somebody new. What I was gonna say is,
I don't think it is.
Yes, I think so because they're not really like clicked up. You know what I mean? they
So
don't
why
really
would you
know
join a
who
server
you
with some new person you never met before? Like, what the fuck is the person
It
doing?
goes both ways. You could potentially
just-
be good friends. You could just be like enemies.
Well,
you could
Like,
be
if you made a server like, hey, it's one of my friends to be there, like, sure, I'll join it, 100%. But like, what is your purpose of the server?
no, I wouldn't. I'm
just
not
to hang
actually.
out, like a smaller group
I'm not
setting
actually
with like
going to make
closer
my own
friends.
server.
It's
I'm not
exactly.
actually
If
going
you
to
said
make
like it's for friends, sure, I'll join. But I'm trying to find the purpose of it.
Yeah, no, there
because
is no
like
real
I've done
purpose.
this before where I was on a YouTuber's Discord and I got banned, but I started my own server and I invited all my friends and it grew to like 600 people.
And then it
But
just
then I left.
collapsed at one point, didn't it? Yep.
Well,
That's what I
left.
thought.
I left it because it got too toxic. I gave the ownership to somebody.
BRB.
Bear, it's it's a lot to take care of. That's why I just chill around here.
It's
You
also
know,
very true. Like, I don't want
the
to
thing-
manage that.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
was
don't
gonna
want to
say
do that anymore either. I just
the
want to
server
chill.
the server will eventually create become a mind of have a mind of its own almost. Like it'll literally become like it's a living entity because of what the people have done.
Yeah.
Like it'll change every day, and then it just depends on what. I don't want to be involved with the politics like that. I do kind of. I cannot. The only reason why I would want to create my own server, the purpose would be just because like I feel like there are times where it's like a very unfair venue. Like people can't speak when they want to speak, and certain people are like the only ones that get to speak because either like for instance like if it's like a moderator.
Yeah,
What do you
these
mean? Like,
guys are.
you're just going to recreate different clicks.
Yeah, it would just be a recreation. In the end, that's all it would be. But at least I feel like I would be way more fair than a lot of the other moderators. Because like people don't. I don't think people would People would probably say no, you wouldn't be fair. I'm actually when it comes to like when I'm actually moderator, or if I have to actually administer things in real life. I follow the rule book very directly.
Well,
I do not
listen.
allow bullshit, but I'm not like super stingy.
There's some moderators that this is their first time that they've had some real responsibility.
Yep.
And they take it super seriously.
First off, can you call by what it is? It's called real power. What think it?
Well, they
That's
definitely
not
have
real
the power
Thinking
to
that
control the-
moderating a
By the way-
Discord server is
by the way-
power is so
yes,
online.
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean when I say that.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
I mean,
Because
you do.
this is what I
I
was
mean,
telling you. The first few weeks I was here, I got banned like 3 times for just interrupting one time. Or I say, let's
If
change
you-
the subject, and I get banned.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't. You're not allowed to just get banned for saying, "Hey, can we just change the subject?" I mean, like interrupting
I did.
is
I
one
did.
thing.
I got
I
banned
mean,
for
if you didn't get the hint that it was like, hey, like they're actually having a conversation here, and if you're like, guys, let's just change the subject, and they're like, no, we're not changing the subject, and then you just keep saying, hey, can you just change the subject? It's like you probably just shouldn't like try to say just change the subject. You're just being annoying at that point. But
No,
like,
that's what I did. I was like, they were talking about something weird. I was like, well, that's enough of that. Let's talk about something interesting.
See, but the thing is, they're not going to leave it alone, and like for you to come in and be like, guys, let's just change. It's like if it didn't work the first once or twice, like
No, I just
second
did it
time,
once.
I would just say like,
Did you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, so you only did it once. That's weird. I don't know why they would ban you after just saying it once.
The band's like weird. A mute would probably more like reasonable.
No.
Yeah, I would think maybe a mute.
That Bernard, I could check my DMs right now with that Bernard bot.
Bernard's
I've been banned
everyone.
several times.
Bernard's the name of the bot, so that's not going to tell you who did it.
Well, it's not going to tell me who. Well, tell me how.
Bernard's literally the name of the bot.
I know
Yeah.
Bernard's in the bot, but like the bot will still tell you actually made the actions.
Well,
No.
I actually got regulated yesterday, so let me check.
Look,
Yeah, I don't know for
I
sure.
got
It's been a
banned.
while for me.
I got banned 721 for 2 days.
Hello, my name is Bernard. I'm honoring
I got banned 728.
You were temporary silence timed out of the server for 1 day for the following reason: stop doing that, rule squirting. And it doesn't say who it was. Yeah, it was
Shit, I thought
shambles.
it
By
did.
the way,
Okay.
it was shambles.
I'm about to say, this person's like ever getting like hard music cases like fucking Locust.
And for the record, it was because somebody was almost said the F slur, but they said fad instead, and I'm like, yeah, guys, it's just a fad. And he's like, stop skirting the rules. I'm like, yeah, I'm just repeating what the guy just said because I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
see, that's the problem. You actually responded with "I'm just," and that was it. You tried to defend yourself.
I know. I
I've
was
been,
just
I've been
trying to
banned
say
4
that.
times since
I wasn't trying.
July.
I wasn't trying to say it was okay. In fact, I was trying to explain to them that that's an example of rule skirting, and he like bans me for rule skirting. It's like I can't even talk about the example of a rule skirting.
Oh, dude, that shit is so fucking hilarious to me. I remember, fuck, man, I remember having that power.
I don't care that
He
much.
banned.
Like,
I feel like that was a day's
takes to me, it's like,
timeout.
this is whatever.
One day
Just
timeout
horrible.
I felt like was a bit. I mean, maybe sometimes I honestly I don't mind getting it. I almost need the timeout for myself. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna like stay away from Discord for like a day. It's fine. Um, but I
I
just
got
don't
banned.
really appreciate it because like a lot of times, like right when I get timed out, people talk hella shit. I can tell that people probably talk hella shit right when I get. They're like, oh wow, we what an idiot. It's like, dude. Nothing pisses me off more than when people are talking shit behind my back and I can't say anything.
Yep.
Man, who cares about all that? How old are you?
34, bro.
Bro,
Really?
I'm
You don't
younger
sound
than you.
34, dude.
Why are you
Yeah,
caring so much about this? What the fuck?
No, I mean I don't care that much. I mean, but like I said,
You just said
it's
you
just
cared.
one thing. What I care about is when people, like, if I'm talking with these people regularly, and then right when I get like regs because I said something that was like not supposed to be, like I wasn't trying to rule skirt, but they said it was rule skirting, and then people were like, "Wow, what a fucking idiot!" Yeah, I'll fucking care because it's like. Are you kidding me? You're literally just like you're trying to dunk on me just because like I got regged right now, and that's just like I just want to point out that that's a very beta fucking.
Yeah, well, it
like,
feels like a kind of like an personal injustice against you because
Yes.
you're trying to say it's something, it's one thing, and they're trying to say it's something else. Therefore,
Yeah,
accusing you of
exactly.
something you didn't
He's
do.
like, what an idiot. It's like, yeah, just I care because I don't want somebody to get the wrong idea and be like,
No one
yeah, he's
likes
just
that
fucking
feeling.
trying to find
100%.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, no one likes that feeling. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. Yeah.
Sometimes in
Absolutely.
life, Brother Bear, you have to care. You have to not care what people think about you.
Yeah, but to say that you don't care, it's like, yeah, if somebody just
Yeah,
basically says like you're
No,
a
I
fucking bitch
literally
and then
do
just
not
mutes
give a
you,
shit.
it's like, yeah, you'll care because the guy just
You
called you a
say
bitch.
that, but when it happens, you're like, bro, why the fuck you doing this? Like, I've been in the server so long. Why are you saying this now? Like,
Well, it's
they're